Good morning. Y94 is the number one hit music station. Zero, Amy K, the Y94 Morning Playhouse. So a question we pose every now and then on social media is, what is a situation where you're like, man, was I the jerk in this situation? Was I rude? Was I in the wrong? So then what we do is we grab a few of those and we roundtable it real quick and we vote jerk or not a jerk. And you're certainly can text real quick to 35270 if you want to get your voice heard. And jerk or not a jerk, am I the jerk? Case 1 of 3 today. Amy K, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Am I the jerk? I've cheated on probably 7 different women in my dating life. And I've never, ever, ever, ever allowed anyone I've dated to know anything about those past mistakes. As far as they know, I have a perfect track record and nobody's ever wronged me. If anything, I'll mention that those women cheated on me when it was the other way around, just to save face. Am I the jerk for keeping my cheating past a secret?
Absolutely. It's maybe if you don't want to talk about it, I get it, but don't lie and say they're the ones who cheated when really it was you. I think there's a difference between not talking about it at all, but then completely changing the story.
Yeah, I mean, it seems weird to go ahead and bring it up and then just put it on somebody else, right? I mean, if just like you said, don't bring it up, then I'd say you're probably a jerk. It's not actually that odd to me that you wouldn't want to advertise you made those mistakes, because that, I think if you said, well, I like long walks on the beach and I'm really looking for somebody that likes to watch Netflix with me, and then also I cheated on 7 people in my life, you're not going to have a lot of relationships.
And
you know?
That's the thing. You don't want to bring it up to everybody. I get that. But if you're going to be in a long-term relationship with someone and you think it's going somewhere, you do talk about your past. With them, then you can be honest, I think. And you have to tell them the truth. Don't lie about it anymore.
Yeah, I'm guessing Text Club not liking that either. Most people are probably saying like, oh, yeah, definitely a jerk.
Yeah, everybody's saying jerk 100%. Someone else said, how would you feel if people were making up lies about you in your past relationship? That's not fair to them.
Yeah. All right. Next up, case 2 of 3 today. And am I the jerk? My coworker is buying a puppy from some expensive breeder. She's super excited about it, invited us all to some sort of gender reveal party for the dog, where she'll share pictures of the pictures and the gender of the puppy prior to getting delivered next month. I told her that is the dumbest thing I ever heard, and I won't be attending, and now she's mad at me. Am I the jerk?
You're a jerk for saying it's the dumbest thing you've ever heard.
Sure.
Keep that comment to yourself. Do I think it's dumb? Absolutely. But would I say that to someone? I would just say, sorry, I have plans. Mm-hmm. And then you could tell one of your friends, like, could you believe I got invited to this? How ridiculous.
I mean, somebody just says that is weird, though. I don't disagree. That is super weird. But Amy is correct. If the jerk move is saying that is the dumbest thing I ever heard when that's something she's doing and excited about, pets often like children to the owners. It's rude of you to say.
And I'm sure she was so excited. She's getting a puppy. She's happy. She thought it'd be great for people to come over. Keep those thoughts to yourself. Just say you had plans, because now I'm sure you definitely hurt her feelings. Someone else said, no, it's dumb. That you're not the jerk. I still think you are for how you said it.
It's very odd. It's odd for sure. And finally, am I the jerk? Case 3 of 3 today. My sister is pregnant, and she asked if we had a baby name in mind, and if so, what we were considering. And she said, Shawishawan? Shawishawan?
Spell it.
I don't know if I could. She put it phonetically in here. Shawishawan? Okay. She said it would stand for the phrase, she will, she won. Shawishawan. I begged her not to do that to my future niece, and we haven't talked in 3 weeks. People might just think that it is a name of heritage, my sister responded to me, and I said, you are literally from a German family. There's no German named Shawishawan. Am I the jerk?
Well, I don't think so, because that's a name your niece is going to have to grow up with. If your sister, though, is so set on that, I get it stands for the she will, she won't. Why can't you paint that above the nursery? And that can kind of be like her mantra, and you say that every morning as you're waking her up, but you don't need to name her that.
She believed she could, so she did. Is that the saying? Is that the one or something like that?
It's kind of something like that. I don't think about how mean kids can be. Do you think she's going to get made fun of for that name? People are going to have a hard time pronouncing it. She'll probably have a hard time learning to pronounce it, spelling it. It's going to cause a lot of issues. Is that really the name you want to stick with?
I think you probably are a jerk anytime you judge somebody's baby name, right? I do think you're a jerk.
But come on, that name.
She didn't ask for your opinion.
She asked about names, though.
She said, hey, what names are you thinking about? And she volunteered it. I mean, if you'd said Jody, you can't be like, ugh, Jody. Like, nobody cares about your opinion. I do agree that's an odd name. That's a very odd name. But I don't think it's your place to judge it is the thing. That's where you're a jerk, probably.
I don't think she is a jerk because maybe your sister's just so excited. She's having a baby. She's not thinking straight. How does her husband feel about this? I am happy you said something. Maybe it's how you said it by saying, please don't do that to my niece. But say, do you have any other names you were thinking about?
Yeah. Weird name, wrong to say something just popped in. What else you seen? Amy K.
Someone said, I do think you are a jerk. Your sister was telling her what she wanted to name. It's her baby, not yours. Now, you know you wouldn't name your kid that, but if that's what your sister wants to do, I don't think you should have said anything.
Shawishawan?
Shawishawan.
Shawishawan.
It's hard to say.
Once you get used to saying it, it's not. I mean, and I appreciate that it has the meaning behind it. I mean, there's the nice meaning behind it. I would never probably go with that name, but.
But, you know, if you're sisters, you kind of tell each other everything. That's why I don't think you are a jerk. I also I don't like that name.
I can say you would have ragged on your sister if she tried to do that.
For sure.
And she wouldn't have talked to you probably for 6 months.
She would get over it in a day. She always does. She always comes back.